Stunned Angela Rayner makes a fool of herself in disaster TV interview as she can't basic things. In an unprecedented display of political ineptitude, Angela Rayner, the deputy leader of the Labour Party, has left the nation reeling after her recent television interview, where she struggled with basic questions that no seasoned politician should falter on. This stunning misstep not only raises serious questions about her competency but also casts a shadow over the Labour Party's credibility in a time when the stakes have never been higher. Many critics argue that Rayner's debacle is a betrayal of the trust placed in her by the electorate. As the UK grapples with the profound implications of Brexit and its aftermath, the capability of its leaders is under intense scrutiny. How can the British public feel secure in their political future when their leaders stumble over straightforward inquiries? This situation is not merely a gaffe, it is a warning sign that the Labour Party, once a symbol of hope for many, may be losing its way. The interview, which was meant to showcase Rayner's vision for the future, instead exposed a lack of preparedness that many fear could lead to disastrous consequences for the party. Political analyst John Smith remarked, "This moment could mark a pivotal shift in voter perception. If Labour can't present a united and competent front, the public may turn to alternatives." As the nation stands at a crossroads, voters are increasingly disillusioned with politicians who fail to resonate with their everyday concerns. The implications of Rayner's failure extend far beyond a single interview. Historical parallels can be drawn to the fallout from the Brexit vote, where politicians on both sides were held accountable for their promises. The public's patience is wearing thin, they demand leaders who are not only articulate but also demonstrate a grasp of the complexities facing the nation today. Rayner's inability to navigate basic questions raises the troubling prospect of further weakening the Labour Party in upcoming elections, potentially allowing the Conservatives to solidify their hold on power. Critics argue that this incident could have dire consequences for Labour's electoral prospects. Many fear that this is indicative of a broader issue within the party, a lack of coherent strategy and messaging. With the next general election looming, every misstep is magnified, and the ramifications of Rayner's blunder could ripple throughout the political landscape. If Labour fails to regain the trust of the electorate, they risk ceding ground to more populist and controversial figures who thrive on chaos and division. In a nation already divided by political ideologies, Rayner's blunder can be interpreted as a symbol of the struggles faced by traditional parties in a rapidly changing landscape. The fight for the soul of the Labour Party is intensifying, as factions within the party debate its direction. Should they cling to outdated strategies, or adapt to the evolving demands of voters? The answer to this question could define a generation of British politics. As this controversy unfolds, the urgency for a competent leadership becomes ever more pronounced. The British people will not forgive complacency or incompetence, they demand accountability. The nation deserves leaders who can articulate a clear vision and navigate the complex realities of governance. This situation is not merely a critique of one individual, it is a call to arms for a political party that must rally together to restore its standing in the eyes of the public. In conclusion, the fallout from Angela Rayner's disastrous interview serves as a stark reminder that the stakes in British politics are incredibly high. The country stands at a crucial juncture, and the choices made by its leaders will determine the future trajectory of the nation. This could mark a new era of influence, but only if Labour can rise to the occasion and present a united front. Join the growing movement for accountability and change in British politics. Like, subscribe, and engage with this cause, because the fight for a better future is just beginning, and every voice matters. Together, we can hold our leaders to a higher standard and demand the competence and clarity that the British people deserve.